You better move, fat boy. I'm trying to exercise. Shoot, what's up?
Come here.
Why?
Come on, let's go.
Where?
Let's go for a walk.
Where we going? Where we going?
Go walk.
That's okay.
Come on.
I'm good. We got the AC on and everything. In
Boo Boo got sick of you.
Sick of what?
Boo Boo sick of you anyway. Come on.
Boo Boo need to be sick of being fat.
Zomi.
Hold on, let me do my stretches. I'm almost done.
Zomi.
I said I'm trying to do my stretches. Okay, I'm done. What do you want? Why you keep bothering me? I'm trying to get my exercise on. I don't want to be fat like Boo Boo. I got to get over there and finish what I started.
Come on, psycho.
Psycho. Oh, I can't believe she just called me psycho, y'all. Y'all heard her call me psycho. She calling me psycho because I'm trying to stay alive and be a healthy dog and get my exercise in. Look how fat Boo Boo is. I ain't trying to be like Boo Boo, y'all. She want me to be like Boo Boo. Look at Boo Boo. He can't even move good. Move out my way, Boo Boo. Look how fat Boo Boo is. I don't want to be like Boo Boo.
Ah, shut up.
Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the program. It is time once again for Midnight's Edge After Dark. It is Tuesday. I think this is the last Tuesday of the month, ain't it? No, we got one more Tuesday yet in the month. That's right.
One more.
One more.
I didn't look. I just took your word for it.
All right. Welcome to the program. I'm Tom Connors. With me is CC Karaoke of Canada. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Just got back from the mechanic. RV repairs.
I feel your pain.
Bunch of them, yeah.
We were talking about that before the show.
Thousands of dollars.
Oh, my.
Oh, Lord.
But
hopefully mine isn't that bad.
Well, yeah, hopefully not, but it sounds like it could be.
Oh, thanks a lot.
I might have to buy a new vehicle. We'll have to see here.
Also joining us.
Not.
Yeah.
You hear that voice? That's our orange man. Not that one, but the other one. Clobberintimes. How you doing?
Hey, thanks for having me, buddy. Good to see you all. Hello, chat. Hello, CC and Tom. Glad to be here.
Glad to have you here, and hopefully everybody's having a wonderful day. I have had just a doozy. I'm gonna spare everybody my problems, but hopefully all y'all out there are doing well. Out there in YouTube land, blip, 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 if I can talk. Please share out that link. Let everybody know we're live. Hit the like button, all that business. That does help us out here at the channel. I see Andy out there in the chat. I'm going to send you the link.
Hey, Andy.
Here you go, Andy.
What's up, bro?
If you're not busy, you can hop on in. But yeah, hopefully everybody had a good day. Disney didn't have a very good day, at least in China, from what it sounds like. We're going to talk about that. That's the big topic of the day. Otherwise, Indiana Jones is still having some issues with reviews. So we're going to talk a little bit about that as well. Truth, Hope, Love says, so Disney is really going downhill. Both films are rotten, last I checked. Yes, that's kind of the point of today. Now, I don't know about, was Little Mermaid actually rotten?
Last time I checked, it wasn't.
I'm going to say, I don't think that 60s, one is.
But I haven't checked in the last
no, it's up to 71 right now.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see how that rolls. But yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about Little Mermaid and the rotten score, at least of Indiana Jones, that is. Yeah, more like Indiana Flop. That's right. But I see some of the regulars in the chat. I see Mecha J. I see Duck Nation. I see Elizabeth Young. I see Sean Stackhouse, Donnie Pearson, Captain Fandom Nerd. We got Jared Markham here. We've got Elizabeth. Let's see here. It just jumped on me. Elizabeth Young's here. Mark's 47's here. Vertical Horizons. Welcome, welcome. We got D-Bud Martin with a wrench in the chat. Thank you so much for that. And here's Andy, the man with the toys. How you doing?
Hey.
Hi, guys.
Hey, bud.
How you doing?
What's up, man?
Then we got Doba Fett. We got Darth Maul. We got Coco Dragon here. Phoenix Knight. Good to see y'all. George Bonnie. I see Andy in the chat and now on the stream. We have Unlimited Power. Welcome, everybody, to the chat. Please hit the like button, share. I see Goddess of Whim here. Rare and Ratcliffe. So many regulars. Glad to see you here. Admiral Teague. Action Com is in the house. He's like, now you may begin. Yeah, we haven't really done much yet other than super chat and say hello. So you haven't missed too much Action Com at all. So no worries there. We got Rata Wolf. Am I saying that right? Rata Wolf?
Yeah,
Rata
Rata
Wolf.
Lovely.
Rata. Then we got Psychosis 29. That's a new one. Hello. Welcome to the program.
Welcome.
We are live at 5 on one coast anyway, I think. Or now it's 4. In the mountains it's 5. Truth Hope Love says, "Oh, pretty sure TLM was rotten earlier. Guess it changed later." Shrugs. Oh, I haven't seen it rotten. I've sadly been out of the house all day. So I have not caught up with much of the news other than the basic headline that we're dealing with up front here, and that is that the report that The Little Mermaid is poised to flounder as Disney's worst 2023 opening in China. So not good looking for Little Mermaid there in China. Is anybody surprised by this?
That's going to make her really blue.
Yeah, so for what Andy's talking about here, this is the Chinese poster that's been going around where it's not very colorful outside of blue.
I wonder why. I wonder why that is.
I wonder why. I can't imagine at all.
She looks very John Boyega-ish.
Never heard of him.
Sebastian's got color down there.
Yeah, I'm not
Flounder's
really seeing
got
much
some
of
color.
I can barely see them. They're
blue.
really
Okay, here's
in the background.
Sebastian down here.
Yeah.
I think she's
Here's
blue.
Flounder.
Yeah,
here's-
got a little red, but she's blue. Blue.
She's very, very blue.
person.
Even though she's in straight light.
I can't imagine why that would be. It's an accident, maybe.
Why would they do that?
Racist.
Have to really concentrate on that one.
And I guess Truth, Hope, Love, according to Goddess of Whim, if you do the top critics, it's only a 47%. So, interesting on that. And then we've got Larry Quarterwitz. Sorry about that. Sends in $2 and says, "Can we get Harrison Ford voice? Look what they did to me." Right, we're going to talk about Harrison Ford here in a few minutes. And then Truth, Hope, Love also says, the Dial of Destiny trailer bugged me with the Symphony for the Devil song is not bad, but why for Indy? Are they implying he's the devil? I don't know about that, but in the movie, I know they use a Beatles song and a couple other things too, I guess.
Yeah, it's the time of that it takes place, I guess. I don't know.
Well, thank you, Larry. So China is not enthralled with the black chick playing the mermaid, I guess.
You think? Oh, come on now. What are you insinuating?
A 13K total after 3 days of pre-sales. Wow. Not good.
It's almost like they prefer the cartoon. Maybe.
You think?
Who doesn't?
Yeah. What did it say about the Aladdin remake down here? Best opening for holiday, pacing behind other Disney such as Pirates of the Caribbean and World End in 2019. So they didn't mind the 2019 remake of Aladdin. They can't be that racist, I guess.
Maybe they just
But
think it's stupid.
we'll have to see how that rolls. Indiana Jones, on the other hand, is not having a good day at Rotten Tomatoes base. It's sitting at 50% right now, which I'm sure would be the worst reviewed India. It's got to be the worst reviewed. I don't know what Crystal Skull is. But,
Gotta be. Even worse than that, probably.
Probably.
That's more than a month away, right?
Yeah, this doesn't even come out until June 30th.
30th? Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Not looking good. How do I do it on the main thing with the critics here?
Maybe we'll have time for another reshoot.
How do I switch over to the top critics? I forgot how. Where we see the score. I don't know. I forgot how to use Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't know either. I haven't used it in a while.
Yeah.
But
there's not a lot of news going on today.
No. But who's going to go see this thing? Anybody here going to go see it?
I might be compelled to go see it by the Overlord for review purposes. I'm hoping he's merciful and just accepts that.
He has to go see it if he's going to make you go see it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's already
That's got to
planned
be in
on
the
it.
deal. Yeah.
Now, whether or not he makes it through the whole thing.
No. Oh, sorry, DC. You got it. You got to go, dude. Yeah.
Things are not looking good for Disney right now.
Oh, what a shame.
Yeah.
And then I guess tomorrow's, or is it today or tomorrow when HBO Max starts just calling itself Max? Was that today?
I think so. Oh,
I saw the news for today. I don't know.
Tom, did you see? So I heard someone say this on some. I don't know what I was watching. That Kevin Feige has said that Echo is a complete mess and has to be redone.
I saw. Okay, I don't know about what Kevin Feige said. That's news to me. What he said, if anything.
I don't know. It's true.
The story was unbounding to comics.
Okay.
I was going to say there was a story about where there's a rumor going around that they had to reshoot the whole show.
Oh yeah, that's for her.
Let me see if I can find it.
Just again, it was flying through the air somewhere where I was listening, so didn't know if you'd heard about it or not.
Bounding into Comics posted it, said they had eight episodes, and then apparently, according to the rumor, that Feige thought it was so awful they pondered cutting it down to 4 or 6, and then they eventually reshot the whole thing, and now they're releasing it in one block instead of week by week.
Okay.
But the name of the source is on the article on the website.
I'm looking for it here.
That's a wonderful thing. Marvel Comics. We're going to take the character that was introduced in the title of our disabled character, and we made another disabled character. So the MCU comes along and says, well, we're going to make her disabled-er. And she's not only blind and mute or deaf and mute in the show like she is in the comic, but we're going to chop off one of her legs, too. We'll make her extra disabled-er.
She's got all kinds of points. All right, so here it is. Whoa, it's jumping all over for me. New rumor claims Marvel Studios' upcoming Disney Plus series Echo was so bad they had to reshoot the entire thing. No, that does not sound good.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, it's plausible.
My question
at this point.
is, who at Marvel would be qualified to know that it was bad? Because
there's a scary thought.
Well, if it was under Victoria's purview, there's one answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just know it was bad.
That almost makes you go, did they accidentally make something good and these people just have the worst taste? I don't know. I doubt that because there's no way this could be good. So.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I think they're all just terrified to go against the grain.
Could be. Let's read this here. We have this new rumor about Marvel's upcoming Disney Plus series claims the series was originally so bad it had to be reshot. They had to reshoot everything. The new rumor comes after Marvel's studio president Kevin Feige announced at Disney upfront presentation that all episodes of Echo series would air all at once on November 29th. This release format is a drastic change from previous Marvel series that usually release their 1 or 2 episodes on a premiere date and then subsequently release new episodes weekly. It was also a significant change from the show's initial release window at San Diego Comic-Con last year. Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige indicated that Echo would arrive sometime in summer 2023. This rumor comes from scooper Jeff Snyder during an appearance on the Hot Mic show where he was asked by host John Roca what he heard about the show. Snyder told him, I heard the show was kind of plagued by issues throughout production. Really, I heard that it was a mess. That the show came in, they basically had to reshoot the entire thing. I'm told they originally shot 8 episodes and Kevin Feige thought it was unreasonable. He continued, so they talked about cutting it down to 4 episodes or 6 in post. Then they ended up reshooting it. Oh, unreleasable. I'm like, okay, sorry. I am having a day today, guys. I'm so sorry. Snyder then asserted, my source did not actually know how many episodes they wound up with, but apparently it needed like a top-down rejiggering, and Kevin was not happy with it. So when they announced that all the episodes would be going out day and date, it was like, huh? Like you said, I think you need to read between the lines on that one. And it sounds like something of a lost cause, he concluded. The series is expected to. Oh, go ahead.
Unreleasable. Isn't that what they said about Batgirl?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The series is expected to detail the original origin story of Echo. The official synopsis states the origin story of Echo. We just said that. Revisits Maya Lopez, whose ruthless behavior in New York City catches up with her in her hometown. She must face her past, reconnect with her Native American roots. Of course she does. And embrace the meaning of life and community, or family and community. I don't even know where I got that from. If she ever hopes to move forward. The series stars Alaqua Cox, whatever, as Maya Lopez, a.k.a.,
Echo.
Also features Chask Spencer, blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares. Then they go on to say the series lead actress Alaqua Cox also
Water name.
Yeah, right. At D23, that the series' indigenous and deaf representation is very important.
Yes,
she added because
lives
I
will be
remember.
saved.
Yes,
Sorry.
they will. No, you're 100% correct. It's a good thing lives will be saved. Because I remember growing up and watching things on screen, and it was like a white guy who played this superhero. So we need more people of color to be in the MCU, and it's just amazing, and it's changing. And I can't wait for the future to be more inclusive because I believe the kids deserve to see.
Yes, finally someone getting it. I need inclusivity, or whatever.
Did you guys see the clip of Michelle Rodriguez talking about this as she's kind of stumbling into the car? There's a clip out there. Michelle Rodriguez, she's the
she's been in trouble before, actually.
But what she said was like, she doesn't get all this stuff where they have to like swap out all the things. She's like, if you want your own character, why don't you just make a new one?
That's what got her in trouble before, yeah.
Oh yeah. So I guess she'll be canceled in a week or so.
Yeah. This is recent you're talking about, though?
Yeah, I just saw it on Twitter today.
Oh.
I'll see if I can find it and shoot it to you, Tom.
Sure.
Mm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Echo was the worst thing in an already lousy show, Hawkeye. She was just so unappealing and annoying in that. I never read her in comics because she was after my time, fortunately.
I was going to ask you that, Clobby.
Yeah, I never... You?
I had never heard of her up until the series. I had no idea because I really stopped collecting back in like 98.
Yeah.
Active collecting anyway.
I barely heard of her. And when I saw she was going to be in that, I was like, because I knew she was part of something to do with Daredevil or what have you originally. So I was like, okay. I mean, the show's not annoying enough as it is because the show sucked. I thought Hawkeye was terrible.
It was
the other Disney Plus shows.
I mean, yeah, to me personally, it was probably the best of the bunch, but it still had a horrible fucking ending.
Oh, by that last episode where he's hanging off the Christmas tree.
Yes.
Like a baby.
That whole thing was just so bad.
Oh, it's terrible.
Up to that point,
they did the Kingpin too, though. But
yeah.
No, I hear you. No, Kate Bishop, I like that girl, and she was fine. She wasn't as I thought because it was going to be her. It was going to be like a bestest ever type thing, and she really wasn't. She was just really good and accomplishes beauty, but she wasn't the biggest problem. Jerry Rimmer being a biatch wimp is what kind of got me.
Tom, I sent you that link in your DM.
All right.
I mean, it wasn't as terrible as Moon Knight or some of those other shows, but it was pretty bad. I thought. Pretty bold.
Okay, so this is... Who is this? Michelle Rodriguez?
Yeah, that's what it says. TMZ was reporting.
There was somebody on our team that really hates her. Is that who was it? Is you, Andy?
No, I mean the only thing I've ever seen her in was that Resident Evil
so it's not
thing.
you. I'm trying to remember.
I don't know if I've ever seen her in anything.
Everybody, because of this whole like minorities in Hollywood thing. Like, stop stealing, all the white people's superheroes. Like, make up your own. You know what I'm saying? What's up with that?
Wow.
She gonna get canceled.
She got in trouble with that before.
She's a little drunk, but she's being honest.
Yeah.
That's a change of pace for Hollywood these days.
Yeah.
Drunk or being honest?
Well, no, being honest.
Being honest while you're drunk?
What's easier?
And then you think that was from 2016? I wonder.
Is that old one? Yeah, maybe it's old.
Because wasn't she the one with like Harry Pitts in that Dungeons and Dragons movie?
I don't know. You mean
I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, it's on Paramount Plus. I was gonna watch it soon.
No, I haven't seen it.
I ended up picking up John Wick on the Voodoos to watch. I haven't watched that yet. Yeah. Captain Fandom Nerd. Oh, go ahead, Bobby.
No, go ahead. No, good.
Captain Fandom Nerds been here for 24 months. That's 2 years, kids, if you can count.
Hey.
Here's hoping Disney gets what they deserve.
Amen.
Yes.
I saw Mikey's post that their stock's down like 89%, $89 a share.
Wow.
Truth Hope Love says Crystal Skull is 77% technically fresh. Yes. So yeah, it's way below. The new one is anyway, way below that. Action Commons says any Gremlins Secret of the Mogwai reviews. There are, but I haven't got a chance to see it myself yet. So before I read anybody else's review, this is one of those shows I want to go in completely because I've already called off a lot of bullshit. Yeah, it's a new series. It's the prequel series about Gizmo.
When's that coming out?
They dropped the first episode or two yesterday, I think it was, or today. Technically.
Where at?
HBO, or well, I'm sorry, Max.
Oh, Max. Okay, I didn't know they were. No, okay, you mentioned that last week. Yeah. Now that I think about it, yeah.
I'm gonna hopefully check it out tonight after Toxic Tuesday.
They also brought back Clone High. I saw some good.
Or maybe in between here and then. Oh yeah, I saw that too. I saw a preview for that.
Yeah,
they're supposed to be
one of my favorites back when it first aired, so I got to check that out.
Yeah, they're supposed to be bringing back Tiny Toons, but I'm not too keen on what they're doing to that.
Oh Lord.
Truth Hope Love says should mention that there are some people that really dislike Short Round. Those include Nostalgia Critic and Haphazard stuff. So basically anybody who gives a shit, or anybody who we give a shit about, doesn't matter, because I don't care about Nostalgia Critic. I don't even know who Haphazard stuff is.
Short Round? I mean,
I don't have time for that kind of negativity.
You mean from Temple of Doom?
That's the only Short Round I know.
Yeah, man, I loved him.
Yeah, he was great.
You don't call him that. You call him Dr. Jones, doll.
No, doll. Oh,
what is this?
Potatoes.
What is this? You're cheating. No. You cheat big. I cheat very, very small.
Very small.
The guy just won an Oscar, too.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Now, see, that instead of Amy Waller idiot, they should have, if they were going to do this thing, they still probably shouldn't have. But man, bring old Short Round and old Indy back together at least. That'd be something people might like to see.
One of the greatest lines in the 80s. No time for love, Dr. Jones. Come on.
Even if the movie had not been that good, you get Short Round instead of this annoying biatch.
What I don't get is if, like, up to this point, Kennedy has picked good-looking women for her self-insert.
Yeah.
I guess she figured that hasn't worked. Let me get an ugly one.
I guess she figured compared to her, she's good-looking. Maybe.
Well, Phoebe Waller is kind of like the flavor of the year or whatever you want to call it when it comes to that shit.
I mean, compared to Kathleen Kennedy, she's not bad, but no, yeah, I hear you.
No, but I mean, like, everybody in Hollywood, like, she's the go-to. She's been on Bond. She's been on Indiana Jones. She was in the Han Solo movie.
Right.
She's going to be writing the new, she's got like 2 or 3 she's basically the female version of Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
The female British version of Seth Rogen. She is in fucking everything.
Hey,
I hope James Gunn casts her as Superman.
New Tomb Raider she's going to be in.
I can't
Or
believe
she's writing or whatever. Not about being in it, but she's going to be writing it or whatever.
Oh, good Lord.
And it sounds like it's going to be about her and her lesbian lover or some shit.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, that's what Tomb Raider should be about.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like a Tomb Raider, all right.
I can't believe they didn't shoehorn Freckle Jesus into Indiana Jones.
Right?
Well, they should have.
She'll be in Tomb Raider probably.
Yeah, it'll be Womb Raider.
And when I say she'll be in Tomb Raider, she'll really be in Tomb Raider. Yes.
Tomb Raider indeed.
Yeah, no, I've never really look. I like Doug, what's his face, the Nostalgia Critic, as far as like, I think he's an all right commentator or reviewer, but I don't agree with most of his takes. Like, I really find his Nostalgia Critic character obnoxious. And it's a character. Because I even pointed out that if anything, he should have played Weird Al in the Weird Al movie. Because he looks and sounds like fucking Weird Al.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, if you watch one of his videos, if you gave him like long hair, he'd look just like him. and he sounds like in the voice, like they have the same kind of like, yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't know if he get a handle, and he didn't have to worry about the singing parts because Al did those anyway. But
yeah, I think Al just wanted a shot casting to make Harry Potter. He thought people would think it was funny.
But there's all that other crap that goes around with Nostalgia Critic and the behind the scenes stuff. I don't know who to really believe on all of it, but the only one I really like out of that group anyway was Phaelus. So if that tells you anything. And haphazard stuff I have never heard of.
Don't know.
I don't think so anyway. But thanks for the recommendations. Or no, well, not the recommendations, I should say, because they didn't like Short Round. And I mean, that's just, look, it was the popular thing back in '84 to bash on Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, I think.
It was, but I went 10 times. I loved it.
I loved it as a kid. In fact, I think it was the first Indiana Jones movie I saw. I don't think I saw Raiders until after that. Because I think I saw Raiders on television.
Oh, okay. Well, you were young in 81.
Yeah, like 84 would have been prime time for me. Like, that was the same year I remember seeing, it would have been probably 85 by the time it came on video. But like, yeah, like I remember Ghostbusters, Gremlins, Indiana Jones, and Temple of Doom all coming around. Police Academy, all around the same. Beverly Hills Cop was a little later than that. Star Trek 4 was around that time too, wasn't it?
Yep.
Because that was my first Star Trek movie. Yep.
That's the one I saw. That and Ghostbusters and Temple of Doom are the ones I saw the most that year. But I was old. I
don't think I freaked out as much as I ever did in my life when my dad came home with that stack of tapes that had Ghostbusters in it.
Oh, wow.
Because then, like, I'm sure I've told you guys this story before, but he used to work for this company that they would let the employees take the videos home before they would go on street day because, you know, they'd get them like a week or a couple days ahead of time. And they served a bunch of stores. So all the guys in the main headquarters would just take whatever the new movies were they wanted to watch. So my dad would come home every week with a stack of videos that were still in the plastic. So I didn't even the first time I ever rented a video and got it in the plastic case, I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, where's the cover? Like, I was so used to having the cover at home. It just didn't equate to me because I was so young when we first started getting those. But like, yeah, we didn't start renting movies until a while after that. Didn't have to.
Yeah. Back in the 90s, the local VHS store had 5 days, 5 movies, $5.
Oh yeah.
And that went on for a while, and I never kept them for 5 days. I watched them all in 1 or 2 days, and then brought them back, got 5 more, and I just kept cycling through.
That was like the 90s for me,
store.
Dude. Yeah. Like, because we had this store that did that, because that's when they started doing that, was in the 90s, and it was all only no new releases, of course, but only on the classics. And they had a hellacious selection. So it was like you just said, every day I was going in there buying 5, renting 5, sometimes 10 at a time. Because they let, take however many, and then I go home, double them, and then come back and get more. I think the statute of limitations has gone out on that by now.
The double length stuff still counted as one. Like, so if I went and rented The Stand, that was one movie, despite the fact it was 6 hours. So I love it.
Or whatever, yeah.
Casino, all the really longer ones.
Or Titanic, if you dare. And then Pilgrim Media says, Chris said that Mermaid was hot garbage. I'm not surprised. He's one of the only critics I'd imagine would be honest about it. And let's be real, how can this not be hot garbage?
Can't imagine. No way.
Not one thing I've seen yet has been like, oh, okay, I take that back. I did say Melissa McCarthy is probably the best thing I've seen in this so far, and that ain't saying much. And I know everybody's talking about Haley Bailey, and I'm like, I brought this up last night. I'm like, I think a lot of people are just saying she's so great because she sounds like Jodie Benson. That's why. Like, she's the only one who actually sounds like the original character. The guy doing Sebastian don't sound nothing like him. They got Aquafina playing Scuttle.
Oh, no. Really? Ugh.
Yeah. And then, of course, the kid playing Flounder sounds like Flounder, I guess. But whatever.
Aquafina, that's a deal killer right there, even if I didn't care about the cartoon.
Yeah, like Golf says, the Scuttle rap is bad enough by it, so I heard some of that. And somebody who could probably rap much better than Scuttle, Nick Weiser.
Yes, he could.
Be rapping better. No, I'll leave that to CC Karaoke.
I bet you rap like one of the Beastie Boys.
I just like singing their songs, and that shit's fun. But how you doing, Tom? CC, Andy, great to see you.
I'm Nick Weiser. I'm not Paul Revere. You got all 32 flavors right here.
glad to be here. Hello, chat. Hello, mods.
Yo, bro.
Seems like I came at a point where we're talking about the mermaid drama. Man, this is a gift that keeps on giving.
I'm hoping they manage to tie in the new Little Mermaid with the Meg too.
Right?
Yes, a crossover.
Well, the Beastie Boys are easy. That's just white boy rap.
Jason
What's
Statham
better
should
yet
have
is
been in
it-
Little Mermaid.
Yeah. Jason Statham's Little Mermaid.
Yes,
I'm Prince Eric.
he should have been Eric. Yeah.
I'll change that little mermaid's life. I saved her from the sea.
I can't
The
wait.
movie
and
was
another-
good. I don't think I could look at those fish for 2.5 hours or however long it is. They're really, really off-putting.
Yeah, here it is 2.5 hours.
Well, and you're coming off, and I haven't
2.5
even,
hours. Yeah.
I haven't even seen Avatar 2 yet. But coming off of what some people were saying about the effects in that and how they did the underwater effects compared to this, it's like, how can anybody even? To me, it's got to come off like that Cats musical.
It might be that bad. They're
Wow.
pretty awful designs.
Yeah.
They didn't even make Scuttle a seagull. He's some kind of, I don't know. I guess he's a seagull like in Yokoshima out there in Japan.
Truth, Hope, Love says, I thought Amy Schumer was the female Seth Rogen. Maybe in like appearance and humor, but as far as like in the amount of stuff, Amy Schumer's not in all that much shit anymore. Like her stars kind of went. Plus, she went and had a kid, so whatever. She's busy with that crap.
Somebody had a kid with her.
I know,
Is it,
right?
Is it John Cena's?
I don't know.
Yes.
It does like China.
China.
China. Action Com says, I know haphazard stuff. He recommended you Midnight's Edge to me. Oh, well, maybe I'll have to check them out since they know who we are. I've never heard of them. I don't think. I'll have to look. Well, thank you. I do try to do voice work as much as possible. Someday somebody will hire me. I could even do trailer voices. In a world where Disney sucks and they make The Little Mermaid all over again, even though nobody asked for it. Seth Rogen is The Little Mermaid. I want to be up there. They smoke weed up there.
In 20 years, you're going to have some girl going up there like, I'm only up here because I saw a black girl play The Little Mermaid.
I know, right? Well, that was like, what's her face, the chick playing her, Halle Bailey. She's like, I'm just so happy to see representation. I wish I had the representation when I was a kid. It's like, bitch, you're the fucking Little Mermaid now. What are you talking about? It's about like Lizzo when she was up there winning the Grammy and she's all like, we need to do something about racism and equality. It's like, bitch, you just won a fucking Grammy and you're Lizzo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense that a lot of the people who talk about how we need to do all these changes for representation are coming from people who are obviously not white, but also super wealthy and doing well off for themselves, yet they want to boast about systemic isms. I'm just like, hold on. Look at I think I saw like a meme about it yesterday, like Jay-Z and Beyonce are freaking loaded, and they're naming off all these people who are loaded. Oh, LeBron James. Guy's not done get all the accomplishments that Jordan does, and yet look at the bank that LeBron makes. It's all garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we've got, let's see here. We've got Gino X 1987. Sorry about that. Says, why can't Disney re-release their animated movies in 3D in theaters? Imagine Treasure Planet and Atlantis and IMAX. They tried. Nobody went to see them. That's why they're doing this. In fact, they quit making the 3D releases for the one movie that people really probably would have enjoyed in 3D, Aladdin. Because they got The Lion King in 3D, they got The Little Mermaid in 3D, but Aladdin they didn't do. They quit doing the 3D conversion for that one, and then those movies didn't do as well at the box office as they had their previous releases. That's when Disney decided to start just doing these live action features. Because if you guys may not remember, but that's the last time Disney re-released a movie in theaters. Was when they re-released Aladdin last.
Wow.
And that was plus like almost 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we've got Big Daddy MRI who sends us a super sticker. Thank you so much for that. Let me see if I can see what it is. It is a box of popcorn. Thank you for that. Mr. Buttcrack Media has been here for a year. Happy anniversary, Mr. Buttcrack Media. Thank you so much. And ActionCom says, who was the king of the trailer voice guys? Well, there's a few. It depends on which era you're in. I'm trying to remember the guy's name, but he did like all the Jaws ones and stuff like that, where he's like, just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water.
That guy's name too.
I think it's Percy something. He's actually black, if I remember right. And then there's, of course, there was this one guy.
Monday Night Movie.
Yeah, there was. And then nowadays, it's he even had Jim Cummings who would do him for a while too. Who's more famously known as like Darkwing Duck and a few other voices. But yeah, there's quite a few. DeFontaine or whatever his last name is. I can't remember his first name. He did a lot of them in the 80s and 90s. I'd have to look up all their names again. There was this documentary I saw a while back about trailer guys and stuff like that. I want to find that again because I'd love to recommend it.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the name of it. Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water.
Tonight on a very special.
Yeah.
Fill in the blank.
Tonight, Superman comes to television for the first time.
Superman,
Marlon Brando, Marlon Brando, Gene Hackman, and Christopher Reeve star in Superman the movie, a special ABC presentation.
On a special Sunday night presentation, 007 James Bond returns. Roger Moore in The Moonraker Who Left Me.
Then I love the other guy who'd always come in at the end of the credits and be like, tomorrow on Good Morning America, we'll talk to Tom Cruise. Tonight, it's your local news, followed by MASH. And on the West Coast, it's something about Mary or whatever, you know, or Mary Tyler Moore on ABC. I love that shit. Oh, Michael Winslow, he did a lot of the Gremlins voices and shit. Yeah,
the chat's got a lot
Ernie
of great
Anderson
names coming up too.
Yeah, of course, Donnie would know some of these guys. Ernie Anderson, that was one of them.
Don Pardo.
There was I actually went to school with the kid of the guy who did the WNBC.
WNBC, really?
Yeah. He was at my radio school.
Wow.
Yep.
He's wow.
Pig Vomit?
Yeah, well, it's not him, but was the guy who did
he was the one saying it like him, yeah.
The WN, and I think he's in that movie too. Because like he was saying like, because the one teacher was like, we have a somewhat of a celebrity in our group today, or in our class, and he's like, oh yeah, my dad does the WNBC.
It wasn't Imus, was it?
Yeah, is that Don LaFontaine? No, but he's one of the other guys. Paul Giamatti played Pig Vomit.
Yes.
Fucking Howard Stern. Percy Rodriguez. That's the name I was trying to think of. Thank you, Ben Dowdy.
Oh, Percy Rodriguez was on Star
Yes.
Trek.
Yes, he had the lower voice like this. Yes.
That's right. He was on Star Trek, the episode Court Martial.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Did not know that.
Great actor.
I did not know that.
I did not know this. Doc here tonight? No, Ed, Doc is not here tonight. Sorry.
No, he is not.
Doc is here tonight. Oh, you are correct, so. Oh,
you do better. Both of them better than me. Andy has to leave us, though. I hate to say this,
Andy?
but
oh man,
yeah, I got to go work.
He's got to go to work. He's Batman. You didn't know that?
Well, yeah, but it's not.
Oh shit! I wasn't supposed to say anything.
Yeah, Tom, you need to talk to Mikey about Batman.
What do you mean?
He's just got to get on the ball. He just say, what's this about Batman, and kick him in the ass. So we'll work on that.
Interesting. Now you have me intrigued.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
It's been great.
Take care, man.
I guess we'll see what pans out with the mermaid that shall not be named. I'm enjoying every loss that Disney incurs. They certainly deserve it for treating their fans like crap.
Yes, they do.
Have a great night, everybody.
Take care, Andy. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. All right. There was a here we go. Since I got Nikki here. Did you see the new Mutant Mayhem trailer poster today?
I didn't even. I've been so busy. I've been so slammed. I've not had a chance to see anything today. So
yeah,
make my day. Go ahead, make my day.
Make my day. We're not talking about that one tonight.
I know. I just
two movies away from that one.
Yeah. But tonight we are talking about some Dirty Harry over on.
Hell yeah, we are. Magnum Force, dude.
Man's got to know his limitations.
Speaking of real shit,
if all these guys, could care less if they, I could care less if you guys are queer if they all had a good shot like you.
I could care less if the whole department was queer if they could shoot like those boys.
That's what it was. Yeah. I mean, he's not wrong. That's like, hey, okay, you're getting the job done. That's what meritocracy is. But okay, look at this poster. Well, I'm glad not April O'Neil's nominated.
Liz O'Neill.
God, that thing was like a Bartha vomit. I'm glad that's not there. I don't even call it her. That's one of those rare times I'm gonna call it an it or a they. That's one of those rare times because that thing was not a human.
You know what's sad about this, Nick?
Dan, what's up?
If it wasn't Seth Rogen involved,
yeah,
I probably wouldn't totally hate these designs.
I hate the
I don't like
do-rag
Donnie, though.
on
I do hate
Raphael,
that.
though.
Yes.
I hate they
but
start
Leo
doing that in the Rise
and
of
Mikey
the TMNT, and that
don't
drove
look too
me
bad.
Crazy. I actually like Michelangelo. I think that looks very much what I would expect. He's got that life of the party look, and you got Leonardo, who just looks like the leader type of thing. You got Donatello messing with his little scooter. Raphael doesn't seem so hot-headed, and I'm worried that they're going to emasculate him. But he does. Minus a do-rag, they don't look bad. I think it looks design-wise, it's okay. I think Michelangelo looks the best in my opinion. Actually, if I'll even say it, I actually like how Michelangelo looks. I don't mind them being skinny too. I mean, this is obviously a very, very young stage. So you gotta build that muscle. It happens. Teenagers. Some get built early on. Some it takes a little longer. I can get with that. I think are those glasses on Donatello? I can't tell. I don't know if you can zoom in, but I'm not a fan of the glasses look. I get it because he's the whiz kid of the group, but I don't like how they're making it a part of every thing now. Like the later IDW comics they did it. Rise, I think, did it too, and now this. It's like, guys, we knew what the Turtles looked like for 30 plus years. These are dumb looking appearances. I understand wanting to modify some small subtle changes, but those things just look bad. But overall, though, it looks like a decent poster. Like if it wasn't directed by Seth Rogen, I'd probably even buy it.
I can echo that. I don't hate the poster. It looks okay. But I don't know if I'm imagining this.
Better than most movie posters nowadays.
I don't know if it's just in my mind here, but it looks like Seth Rogen. I feel like he has a kind of a style, a vibe about him, and it does. And the poster just kind of does scream Seth Rogen to me when I look at it.
How do you feel so? Just curious, because I actually don't feel like it feels Rogen-y to me, which I will give this poster credit for. I mean,
less so than maybe other things, but I guess what I mean by that, if I would explain it properly, is it's almost like it's cool, but it's trying to be cool a bit, like the way that he's kind of like he's not cool, and he always tries a bit too hard, he's a bit awkward about it. And there's something about the art design that just feels a little bit like with the skateboards and the way the lines are drawn on the wheels and across. It feels like it's just trying a little too hard to be hip.
Okay.
It might still be
obviously
hip,
they want this version to be hip. They're probably going to be involved with social media, trying to get likes.
Yeah.
They probably will have like a YouTube channel. And I get why companies want to do that because they want to appeal to the next generation. But I feel like it almost makes their characters. You take the character out of it. Maybe you should have them work with a character who's invested into that stuff. Like create a character rather than get these characters to do stuff like that. I just I don't want to imagine now all of a sudden Michelangelo becoming a TikTok sensation. Granted, if there were any character there to be one, he'd be the closest thing to it. But Mikey doesn't do things for validation from the public. He just loves being himself. He loves pizza. He loves having fun. He loves
Pizza dude's got 30
driving
seconds.
he loves driving his brothers crazy with loud music. He doesn't do things for validation and for likes. He just does things because he just is a fun-loving dude. So that's why if you just created an original character who did all that stuff, I could get with that more. If you really want to touch on that modern aspect, you could do it by creating a character who emphasizes on all that. And maybe they can even make fun of like, look at you and your technology begging for likes. They could have a great dynamic to go off of that. I would love to actually see that. Like I said, all you just need to do is make an original character to do that. Like, I don't know, maybe April's on vacation and hey, she knows someone and you can trust her. So
Really, if it wasn't for Seth Rogen, that's and the April thing at this point, like I'd actually give this thing a shot, but I have no hope for it. I don't know if anybody else has anything to say about it, but
I don't. But it sucks because I don't hate this poster at all. I don't even dislike it. I think that's the part that's like what breaks my heart a little bit because it doesn't look bad at all.
And yeah, exactly what you said, Dearest, in the chat. I think he's trying to be hip for the kids. But it reminds me of something. Maybe you all hate the show Survivor. I'm a closet fan. And I remember they were asking Jeff Probst at one point around season 30 or whatever it was. They say, well, the ratings went up and it gave us confidence that we could bring new characters onto the show because they got onto this run where they kept bringing back old characters, popular characters. And it was going to what you were saying, Nick Weiser. It's that exact thing. Instead of just creating new characters, they're afraid to. They have to go back to these old ones and put the ideas for their new characters onto these old characters because they're afraid that if they do something new, they won't be able to sell it, but they can sell the old idea. And I think that's been going on for a number of years now. And it's frustrating.
Yeah. Clobby, anything to say?
Well, I'm not much of a Turtles guy. I don't really watch them that much, so I'm with you guys. Whatever, I'm in a lockstep with you anyway. You want to go on it because I don't know much about them. I must admit.
Yeah, you're gonna say something else, Nick?
I was gonna say because I see Fresh Snow has a good comment about it's for the Nick Jr. odds, and this is the part that we forget about. The late 80s cartoon was made to sell toys, and that was a very kiddie cartoon, but yet we still all loved it. And yet the adults and teenagers could still all enjoy it. So you could make something for a junior crowd. Like I remember being 7 years old and watching even Spider-Man, the animated series. I won't forget seeing the brutality of like the Rhino and Shocker. And yet you could watch that as a kid. And they made just enough violence that it could still be rated Y7 whatever they called it back then.
Yeah,
and then an adult can invest in for the deeper themes. Like they can do that. Even the 2012 cartoon from season 2 and onwards, they blended the two very well because season 1's very very kid like, and then season 2 still has that theme, but it starts to blend in more of the themes that I guess you could say longtime fans invested in, and it's a very nice mixture of the two. It's very balanced from season 2 through 4 or 5 it was, and then obviously then you have season 3, which is like that is made for the diehards. Sorry, not season 3, the 2003 made for the diehards, which that show's fantastic. I know you agree on that one, Tom. 2003 TMNT.
Yeah, until they got to the future shit. Yeah. And the first season of the 87 series was actually really good. It was after that when it got more kiddish. Like you watch those first 5 episodes that are basically like the 5-part first season or whatever it is. That's a very excellent, solid first 5 episodes, and it's well animated. And then they just add more kiddie elements after that because Fred Wolf was like, oh, they want more Ninja Turtles. And Mirage is like, we're good. Or not Mirage, but Playmates is like, we're good. We got what we needed out of it. And they're like, no, they're clamoring for more. They want a season 2. I'm like, okay, if you want to make one. So that's why Ninja Turtles was a little different than some of the other shows. They were not required to actually show the toys in the cartoon. They could, and they did throughout once in a while, but they also had the reversal where sometimes there was original characters created in the cartoon that would eventually become figures, which was kind of not the norm at that point. It was the opposite usually.
And that's what's great though. They created characters to adjust to a situation they had, much like when Batman the Animated Series, Harley Quinn came from the cartoon. This Mutant Mayhem movie has an opportunity, should they choose so, to create a character who can have those modernish traits. That's the perfect way to introduce those modern traits, because sometimes when you start introducing those modern traits, like, once again, I get why you want to have that there to appeal to the young audience, but do it to a new character, because when you have a character who's anywhere between 30 and 80 years old, it would just be weird if like Superman all of a sudden just wanted to start, pulling a booster gold and start checking his Facebook and trying to save people for life. Not only is that very un-Superman-like, but he's not a social media type of character. So rather than change the character to appeal to your modern sensibilities, give us a character who has those, and Superman or Superman equivalents can just react to that. That people will look at that stuff and forgive it that much more because they're seeing it part of a brand new character.
Yepper.
There you go.
Well said.
Jason Webster, did you actually see the movie? It says Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny has achieved one amazing feat. It made me like Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. It makes that film look like Shakespeare.
Ouch.
You've seen it then.
I don't know. It sounds like it.
You must have seen it then somehow. Wow, how's that?
Well, it's been showing at Cannes this whole time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. It has been showing at that whole Cannes scene, which they thought was going to be a thing that would give it a good look and end up backfiring at them. Man,
a bunch of people got to see Flash this week as well.
Not Flash movie.
Yep, not Flash.
When's that opening? Like in July or something?
June 16th.
Early June, yeah.
Oh, okay, soon.
Mid-June.
Oh, okay.
I stand corrected.
I think it's the 16th.
And then dial your phone book is June 30th. And then it's funny. And then like 5 days later, 2 weeks later, Mission Impossible comes out and destroys the competition. So they got 2 weeks, like Total Recall. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I don't think there's another movie I'm looking forward to until I think the Equalizer 3.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
That's like really what I give a crap about coming up here.
You got one more than I got. I can't think of anything.
Have you seen I know you're a fan of the original show, Clobby, but have you seen the Denzel reboots?
I think it's a part of the first one, and everyone
okay.
the second one. I just nothing against him. I like Denzel fine. I mean, sorry, but I can't think of anything coming out that I'm. I mean, there may be something that I would go, oh, that's it, but I'd have to see a list, but I don't think of anything I'm looking forward to.
Yeah,
which is not unusual for me.
Dune is not until later in the year, though. We got Goddess Woman who says, yeah, I think so. If Disney wants to do live action movies, Treasure Planet and Atlantis would be awesome. Get Michael J. Fox before we lose him. Well, I don't know what part he would play at this point, but yeah. Man. Anybody hasn't seen his new documentary / film, see it. It's on Apple Plus.
Oh yeah, I've been wanting to watch
Still,
that.
A Michael J. Fox
movie. Yeah,
it's brilliant.
I can't wait.
It's crushing but brilliant. And then at the same time, like, because you got like it's like a documentary, but they also blend it with actors playing people, but you don't see their face. So it's kind of more like you just feel like you're being whisked between like a movie and reality, and then they like intersperse it and cut it with his movie bits and stuff like that. And it's really interesting, and it's kind of just a look at what his life has become since, of course, everything that's happened. But
yeah, cool.
Yeah, I highly recommend
something out there. If you name new things coming out that I might go, oh, I want to go see that, but
yeah,
I can't think of anything. I might go sit through Indy, but I'm an idiot, so
yeah. Well, I'll probably go see Indy. I'll probably go see Flash, but that's out of obligation, basically.
Pretty much.
I will probably see Indy because my girlfriend is still holding out hope, so I will probably cave to seeing that with her, but not Flash, bro. Ezra Miller, nah.
Yeah.
Can't say I blame you.
I don't know how much Chris really liked the movie or not. It sounded like you said Alan liked the movie, Clobby, from what we were talking about
It
earlier.
sounded like they
but,
both they said that they liked it, but they also had some. I mean, what I came in the end, so maybe someone else here saw their whole show, but they were saying that they said something about if you really like Michael Keaton's Batman, you'll like that part
didn't
of
sound
it.
like you said he didn't come in until halfway into the movie,
Halfway
though. So.
with the film is the way he makes it sound. Because I think he said that, yes, halfway through the film. But again, I'm going on pieces of memory because I popped in there when they were like halfway through reviewing the thing. So, but they have seen it. So, yeah.
ActionCon says, remember the Indiana Jones episode of South Park? Yes, I do. Now it would have Phoebe and KK. Yeah, pretty much. I hope they do a sequel to it. That'd be amazing. Free hat.
Oh, I'd be surprised they didn't. If they didn't.
But the man killed babies. Hey, babies can be lethal in groups.
Yeah, if the Indiana Jones, he did fine.
Free hat.
So Mermaid comes out this Friday.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is great. Memorial Day weekend too.
Right.
You have an option of not seeing Little Mermaid, an option of not drinking Bud Light. Oh man, that's great.
I would have thought Indiana Jones would have been something you'd put out on Memorial Day weekend before this. But
in a time where that would have made more sense in a more sensible world, yes, that I thought the same thing, Clobby. I always thought, hold on, should those two be flip-flop? Because even if you did 4th of July even for Indy as well, 4th of July weekend.
Yeah.
No. They're like, how are they not capitalizing on one of those two? Like, I don't understand that at all.
Usually big movies come out on holidays, sometimes on holidays. It's always something big.
Oh yeah. Well, we had No Way Home came out like 6 days before Christmas, something like that. You always had like the Christmas movie, you had the Thanksgiving movie, or around Black Friday weekend, you had the 4th of July movie.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this. Like, it is technically opening on the 4th. It's just that the way the week is, because the 4th is like a Tuesday.
What is?
Really?
This year, the 4th falls on like a Tuesday.
So,
So
yeah,
Indiana
it's
Jones
close to
is
that
technically
weekend.
opening
Yeah,
up
yeah,
on 4th of July weekend is what it is.
Yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, but I can't remember what else opens around that time. Like Transformers, I think is just before it or just after. But yeah. Yeah, like I said, 4th is a Tuesday.
Oh, Rise of
Makes
Harambe.
sense.
When does that come out?
Is that like the week after Flash? I think. So I think that's the one in between.
So,
Might be.
not Flash has 1 week to make an impression, followed by
let me
Rise
look.
of the Beast having less. Oh, sorry. Then after that, Indy for like 10 days, and then Mission Impossible, which steals the show for 2 or 3 weeks. Holy crap!
Let's see here. I have a thing.
So
That
let's
I'll
look
just
at
go by
this.
this. Okay, we got this week's Little Mermaid and all these other movies nobody's ever heard of. Then we got Spider-Verse on the 2nd.
Oh, I forgot.
Transformers.
About that.
Okay, Transformers is just before, like I said. That's on the 9th. Then you got The Flash and Elemental on the 16th. And then those get, looks like, okay, so those both get a week to breathe. Because then June 30th is when Indiana Jones opens up in the counter-programming animated film. Rudy Gilman, the Mermaid Killer. See here. Yeah, so then Indy gets a whole week till July 12th. Mission Impossible drops. That would be funny if Mission Impossible moved up just to fuck with them. Then we got Oppenheimer and Barbie. And then Haunted Mansion, then fucking Ninja Turtles.
Barbie has a chance to be big.
Yeah, Barbie I think will be one of the surprise hits of the year. Meg 2.
Nah.
Gran
When's the date
Turismo.
again for Barbie again?
I think that's the end of June.
Let's see.
Or no, it's July 21st, sorry.
Okay, so Mission Impossible could take it away for about 2 weeks. Then Barbie can come in. I think Barbie seems like the movie that I think will open up to moderate numbers, not high nor low, but I think it's going to have good legs. I actually think that one's going to have good legs. That's what I think, because I think expectations are moderate for Barbie. There's people who are enthused, but there's people who are rightfully skeptical. But I think it's gonna have legs. It may not be my type of movie.
I think it's
but
kind of
there's-
perfect counter programming to Mission Impossible, especially when Mission Impossible's
Oh
already had
yeah,
Had a
no,
week
and
to-
that's a good
the-
contrast.
a week
yeah.
to
Two movies
kind
can
of
coexist.
play.
Yeah.
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 And then you've got Gran Turismo, a Blue Beetle on August 18th. Strays
Oh.
also comes out that day. Strays didn't look too bad. Whitebird, Golda, whatever the hell that one is.
There's really not a whole lot after Mission
Yeah,
Impossible and
Equalizer.
Barbie to take him out.
Yep. Nun 2 and Big Fat Greek Wedding.
I just realized if Gran Turismo is going to be a movie, is that going to be the
Expendables.
thing that replaces the Fast and the Furious?
They better hope. Then- we haven't even got an Expendables 4 trailer yet, have we?
No,
comes
that's
out
the part that's
Expendables
weird.
4?
They shot that
September
a while
22nd.
ago.
Yeah, I didn't know Megan Fox was in there. All right.
Yeah, she's in it.
Then we got another Paw Patrol movie coming out at the end of the summer.
Mhm.
That last one did pretty good, I remember.
Yeah.
And then we're getting into October and shit. So there you go. There's kind of what's coming up here in the next few months. So nothing to really speak of.
Yeah.
Like I said, the Equalizer 3 is like the only thing I'm really looking forward to. I might go see Oppenheimer. But I don't know. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm curious to see what movie makes more money opening weekend, Indy or the Marvels.
Indy would probably make way more than that.
I still say Indy's going to have a strong opening.
Yeah.
I think you know what you're right. I could see that having a good opening because as
I
you
wouldn't even
said,
be
there's a
surprised
different-
if like a 5-day weekend, basically Indy by the fourth could maybe have made like $220-30 million, but it's going to fall off a cliff after that.
How big is Indy right now? I mean, given
It's
how
not so
long
much
it's been
that Indy is big. It's just that Indiana Jones, and this is why I think Kathleen Kennedy thought it was going to play well at Cannes. Indiana Jones is a different audience. I've said this before and I'll stand by it. It's a different audience than Star Wars, than the superhero films. Yes, there's plenty of crossover, but the Indiana Jones audience has more in common with Top Gun. So that's where this has a chance of being very big out the gate, but I don't think it's going to have the legs Top Gun had because Top Gun was actually a good movie. Right? Like, that's the difference you're going to have here. But I think this is Indiana Jones is the kind of movie that gets grandma and grandpas and dads and stuff out to the theater that normally don't go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually seems like
First,
the exact
especially.
demographic that would be attracting. Dads that would take their sons, grandpas going with their dad because they grew up on the original trilogy. Because a lot of generation of men have grown up on Harrison Ford. That makes a lot of sense. I can see that. That definitely seems like the demographic for it.
It'll be bigger with normies.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna do. I think Indy would probably do somewhere between 130, 150 opening weekend. I think that's what I think it's gonna do.
That's very
opening
conservative, but yeah, I do feel it's going to be very much north of 100 million.
Oh, you think it's gonna be lower?
No, I said north of 100 million.
Oh,
It's definitely
okay.
going to. I'm looking more towards like, okay, for the actual weekend itself, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm predicting probably, well, let's see. It all kind of depends on word of mouth, right? Because I don't think the word of mouth is going to affect this movie as much as the other. So it technically opens up on the 29th, so it gets an extra 2 days basically to play on the other end because Tuesday is up the 4th. So by the weekend itself, I think it's going to have like $140-50 million 30th, 1st, and 2nd weekend, for the 30th, the 1st, and 2nd. But then with the 3rd and the 4th, it's going to probably keep playing. By the time we get to the 4th, like I said, it'll be over $200 million.
Are there any actual projections out yet?
It's a good question.
I don't know if pre-sales have begun. I haven't seen any stories on that.
Have they even
I was just
started
curious.
pre-sales? Because it's still over
Probably.
a month away. It's not
That's
like
the
it has the
problem.
same
Now that they've shown it
anticipation.
at Cannes, I just figured maybe they have any kind of a projection available. But you're right; it is a month away. That's why I didn't expect it.
I feel like
don't
2
see
weeks
anything yet.
away would be 2 weeks, maybe 10 days would be a better idea.
We're like, maybe after this weekend they might start having some. I don't see any yet, unless somebody else does. Go ahead and feel free to send them to me on Twitter or something. But yeah,
You know what I could see too that would work in favor of its opening weekend? Walk up audiences. Because not everyone follows movies the same way we do. And when, once again, dads, sons, grandpas get together, oh, hey, you want to stay over? Hey, let's go see a movie the next morning. Stay over at my place. We'll go see a movie the next morning or afternoon. I could definitely see it being a lot of walk-up audiences for that. All right, pre-sales just started.
Okay, so if that's the case, that's why they did this. And I mean, I knew it was all just to promote the movie to begin with at Cannes, but like they premiered it at Cannes and they were hoping, or they were expecting it to be buzz. They're expecting it to be good buzz. They did not expect this lukewarm bullshit because they were doing it to kick off the pre-sales. And I bet you those were lukewarm at best. We'll find out here in about a week or so how that turned out. ActionCom says, remember we got this one already. Thank you so much, ActionCom, again. And with that, there's not much else to discuss tonight, but we've got one hell of a Toxic Tuesday coming up here tonight. We've already done Dirty Harry.
Yeah, we have.
But now we're going to talk about Magnum Force. And there's going to be some interesting conversations, I think, tonight, especially if everybody watched that featurette or documentary, whatever you want to call it, that I sent over.
Yes. I have caught a small portion of it, and I'm going to try to definitely catch a little bit more of it before the show starts because
it's only 25 minutes. You should be able to watch it in 1.5 speed quickly.
Perfect. I like it. No, I'm excited to talk about Magnum Force. I know, obviously, it's Clint Eastwood, Dirty Harry. I mean, come on, guys. That movie, it's just such a freaking awesome movie, and it even the movie alone has you have a lot of questions to think about, and that documentary, you're telling me it's gonna raise even more. I can't wait to watch it. So yeah, that's gonna be Toxic Tuesday in an hour and 9 minutes, chat. So please come hang out with us. A lot of you are familiar with it. And I know you all can say that Toxic Tuesday is a great time. And for those who haven't tuned in, well, tonight's your night to know your limitations. It's time to show up to Toxic Tuesday.
Indeed.
And that kicks off in what, half hour or hour?
A little over an hour.
Okay. So you got time to watch
it. Gives everyone a break to have some pizza, maybe go mow the lawn. I don't know.
In fact, you know what I'm going to do? Just so we have some people who are up to speed. Here it is. I'm going to throw that documentary in the chat since there's plenty of time before the show starts.
Ooh, there you go. Go watch that, chat. Magnum Fork is where Harry Callahan opens a restaurant.
Yeah. You got to ask yourself, did I eat one dumpling or two?
Do you like that bacon? Maybe it's my bacon now.
Do you feel lucky? Well, do you? Punk? Pumpkin bar? It's cream cheese frosting. I made it myself in the back.
And no, it's not that gluten-free bullshit.
Yeah.
Over here, we're glutenizers.
I don't know if I'd give the third one a 10 out of 10, Dr. Coffin Nails. I mean, yeah, it's all right. But the third one is where they really start going lefty. Hardcore left. Like, except for the Deadpool, which is just kind of neutral. But like the Enforcer and the one with his Sudden Impact are very pro-feminist, are they not, if I remember correctly? So I just watched the third one last night. I mean, I liked it, but not as much as the first two.
Been a while since I've watched them. I don't remember being that messy.
Yeah, it's been so long since.
Well, the third one's with with what's her face? His
and Tyne Daly.
No, Tyne Daly was in the third one.
So I said the third one.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about the Enforcer. Yeah, Sudden Impact. That's the fourth one. Okay.
Fourth one was Sudden Impact. That was
Sudden Impact. That's what I was going to say because she's the victim and she's Yes. Yeah.
Well, yeah. But she's a vigilante.
Yeah. But I think we'll get into that discussion tonight because that's kind of what the first two movies are very much a counterbalance to each other.
Oh, yes. I agree.
And first is not pro-feminist. She earns her place. What do you think that was all about, Dr. Coffin-Nail? And really, it doesn't even follow through with its own message. She still gets killed. Spoilers.
Might be anti-feminist.
She can't keep up with him through the whole fucking movie.
Right.
And then finally she does, and she gets killed.
Yeah. Well, if you're Harry Callahan's partner, you're a dead man or woman. So.
Oh yeah, I mean,
No,
he
she
made
don't
it
last
clear
very long.
in the beginning of Magnum Force with his partner in the maze. Like,
I thought that was shitty of them to kill
in the
her.
Deadpool. Yeah.
I only disagree, Dr. Coffin Nails, because if they would have let her live, I would agree with you a little more. Like them killing her was almost like it was a very 70s thing to do.
Yeah.
We'll probably get into that if we ever get to the Enforcer.
Yeah, there were some fun bits in that one, but
yeah, it had its. In fact, there's even lines like go back and watch it. There's even lines like we need to get rid of the old white element like you.
And
I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but it's very close to that.
Then Harry also says, "Well, that's mighty white of you."
Yeah, well, then there's that bit too. But like, yeah, there's some bits in there that kind of made me cringe when I watched it last night.
There's still
I haven't seen that forever.
We don't even need to worry about those R movies because there's still other Eastwood movies I want to talk about down. Like I want to do Heartbreak Ridge. That's definitely one I want to talk about.
Now this I'll agree to disagree on because the second film was written by John Milius. That fucker is tight. In fact, it really fucks with you because you think it's the one cop through the whole movie, and then you realize it's not him till later on into the movie. You find out what's really going on. I like the little element of it. I love Tim Matheson in that, and the other guy, the main bad guy, and their whole thing. Well, Hal Holbrook's good in it too, but I was talking about the other blonde guy, the motorcycle guy.
Oh, David Soul's in it.
David Soul,
David Soul in it, yeah.
Well, we're going to talk about that in about 45 minutes to a half, almost an hour, so close to it, or whatever it is now. So we're going to get out of here. Clobby, what you got going on?
I'll be doing a member stream later tonight, but other than that, just tomorrow night on Loki's channel, we'll have the comic book roundtable, I guess, and then I'll do my wild card Wednesday night, and then Thursday night the Clubhouse, and then Saturday night Star Trek. So all hanging out at night for everybody. Thank you all for hanging with us tonight. Really enjoyed it.
Play Misty for me. The new thriller starring Clint Eastwood. Play Misty for me. That's what the trailer goes like. Yeah.
Yep.
CC Karaoke, what you got coming up?
Same as always, Friday night karaoke. And wherever else I may be hanging out. But mainly that.
You hang out a lot.
Yeah, I totally do.
That's what she said.
So many offender lists.
I'm a living sloth.
Hang out.
I hang, literally. I just hang. My arm becomes whatever I'm hanging on. Yeah. It's true.
And it's a lot bigger than you'd think.
That's also true.
No ducks given. I like that. We need to come up with one for the end of this one. Yeah. Quack, 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 quack. All right, kids. I will be hanging out with the Tuesday kids over on Toxic Tuesday. And hopefully to see. Oh, I don't have it set up to send you guys over there.
I'll send you the link on the.
Yeah, that will help.
I got you, bro. I got
you. We're probably not even monetized because Andre was nice enough to set this up for me considering the day I've had. Yeah.
Thanks, Andre. Yeah, dude, I've had an episode today too. Not like a bad episode like your day, which I'm sorry, but it's been so crazy. Like it was one of those days where everything that can go wrong went wrong, pretty much. That's
instant limited review or instant limited ads. So I'm sure because of the Little Mermaid shit, Disney's
dude,
fucking jerks.
They're working overtime. Remember?
Yeah,
when
as soon as I hit it, it didn't even turn green. It was just went straight to yellow.
It reminds me when they're removing comments for anyone who was trying to talk about the movie. That's why Critical Drinker went the opposite route and said that it looked amazing. And that worked in his favor because it got so many views and the comments were disabled. So I guess you have to start saying that Little Mermaid looks amazing.
It's a triumph.
There you go. It's a triumph. Soy Chi, Little Mermaid, modern triumphs.
What did Goddess of Whim ask us if we wanted to talk about? I missed it.
Oh, I just
see her say, do you guys want to talk about it? I'm trying to find her.
I do not know.
I missed it, Goddess. unless there was some other news we missed. Deadpool has young Jim Carrey in the background.
Bad
Yep.
day.
Oh, no, not really. These guys know what's going on. It's just one of those days where, yeah. I don't even want to get into it. It's emotional and financially crushing. That's all I'm going to say on that. Hopefully everything will turn out all right. I will talk about it probably more when I know more. I don't want to like say anything right now and get too deep into it until there's really something to worry about. So yeah. So with that, we'll just say adieu. And we'll see you on Toxic Tuesday.
See ya.
Because a man's got to know his limitations. So much gotta swim. Let me see if I can see what that is. I don't have the thing up here. Where'd it go? No.
It's the thing I don't even know the name of that spews hearts.
Oh, it's a little Shiba dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's giving
Thank
you a
you,
hug.
gotta swim. Aw, well, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
And
I
thank you
appreciate
for your
it.
red services. You too, D-Bud. Both of
Yeah,
you.
there's not much to talk about tonight, Paulie. It's a pretty slow news day.
Yeah, what's up, bud?
Paulie had a great
Oh,
video
he was just
earlier.
gonna hop on. Why? What do you got? What you got for us, Paulie? Hurry up! If you got something to talk about, hurry up.
Come on, dude.
We're in the post-credit scene here.
Yeah, we're in the post-credit scene here. Does that mean you're Iron Man?
Extended post-credit scenes.
Well, we already got clobberintimes here.
Yeah, we got another superhero, superpower.
Yeah, we got the thing. Okay, I think he's coming. All right, hurry up. Paulie is going to make a post-credits cameo. What up?
Hey,
What's going on?
what's
Hey,
happening?
buddy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's up?
What's going on, dude?
No, I was gonna hop on. Just to hang out. It's been a while.
Oh, I didn't know if you had some news to talk about or anything like that. What's up?
I mean, I had some fun. I went to Pomona for a little business meeting, and then I found a.
My Pomona.
I found dude, you're gonna love the albums I got. I found an antique store,
Oh,
and I got 2 vinyl, and they were 60% off. Cat People
oh, nice. David Bowie and some
Wow.
other good ones.
and
Oh, it's
Giorgio
one of my
Moroder,
favorites.
dude.
Yeah.
And the vinyl was no major
I
scratches.
think I have that. I think so.
Can you name the actress, CC Karaoke?
Yes. Oh, go ahead. I almost jumped it. Go ahead, Cece.
No. Jennifer Lawrence.
Nastasia Kinski, right?
Kinski, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one guy, you know what? I'm gonna go back because his particular booth, 60% off when I went to the front, but I was in the back and it only said 20% off. I'm like, oh man, because this guy had some more stuff. There's one thing that I saw for you, Tom, a Ghostbusters Pillsbury, was it the Doughboy? Stay Puff, whatever.
Yeah.
They had a figure, but I'm like, Tom probably already has it.
It might. Depends on what it is. I have
It's
the
just
old toy.
It's
or
just
whatever, but yeah.
it's just a figure, probably like 8 inches tall.
Might be the one I already have.
And then I don't know if you guys know this album, but this is Quincy.
I know
Jones.
Quincy Jones.
Right. This is the dude. Now, this album he released right after. This is 84. This is right after Thriller. So
Right.
Quincy did Thriller, Off the Wall. It's really Quincy Jones, right, as far as music and stuff. But
He was a producer, yeah. And then,
yeah, this album is awesome. You know what's on this album, which I had forgotten? Just Once. I gave my best, but I guess my best wasn't good enough. Remember that song?
I have to go listen to it, but I might know something.
Just
one or two
Once.
out there.
It was on Last American Virgin, I think.
I might then, yeah.
But so this style is like kind of like new wave, spacey funk. Quincy Jones. When I saw this album, when I saw the condition, I had to get it, bro.
Cool.
So those were the two, and then it's already put it out. One last thing, guys, and I'll probably do a little video on it, but this is the 1998 Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Wow.
$50.
Holy crap.
I got. Listen. You got to shop with me. I got 30% off.
Okay, so that was like 30, or wait, no,
Right.
30% would be $20, right?
But I looked it up too, and it's selling like between like 60
Or no.
$65. Like,
I'm going the wrong direction.
it was like, $35, $40.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. 30. I said that in the first place. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I was like, oh god, this booth had some good stuff. So, and this one, this comes down into a 3D display. So it comes down into this. Look at that.
I see what you're saying there. Yeah,
I like that.
So
the old school Kenner packaging too. I could see the old school logo of Kenner too. Wow, I like that.
Nice.
I miss those figures.
Because I'm glad you said that. What's
How
up,
are the
Nick?
Force figures?
Because they had a lot of like old kind of Disney Star Wars stuff there, trying to like throw it in there with the other stuff. I'm like, fuck that. But you know what got my attention to the store? I kid you not, and they did it on purpose. They had a Bud Light vintage poster in the front, and it's this beautiful blonde in a bikini.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I heard, Paul, you're right on the mark with that. Their whole gist now is they have, I think it was at the earnings call, the guy who leads Anheuser-Busch was saying that they're going to make a bunch of like pro-Americana ads in hopes that when they put out enough ads and commercials, that'll get people to forget about the whole situation.
Bro, all you got to do is, get some hot blondes and some nice onesies, toxic macho style. Boom. But that's all, Tom. I saw you guys. I just got back in and I was like, oh, what are you guys talking about? Anything fun?
Not really. It's been a pretty slow news day unless you saw like the Little Mermaid or anything this week.
I'm not going. I did a vote on my channel yesterday, and they voted for me to go see about My Father? The De Niro comedy.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yep.
That looks funny as hell. So I got a ticket for that. So Gore and them are going at 7, and then I'm gonna go and see the comedy. I don't want to go, dude. Why do I go? Are you gonna go?
No, not to Little Mermaid.
Right?
I mean, I could go because it's actually playing down here at my small little podunk theater, but it doesn't start till Friday, I don't think. So I don't wanna. I don't want to see it anyway. 2.5 hours in the theater for that shit. I'll just watch the original.
You can watch it twice.
I know you can watch it twice.
Enjoy it.
I can watch it in 4K and in 3D, both back to back, and still be done before the other one would be done, probably.
Did you hear about Target holding an emergency meeting?
I heard,
but I did hear what they were being boycotted for.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of sketchy, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Something to do with clothing?
Yep.
Children's clothing.
Yeah, I saw that.
Man.
Josh, you are
Very,
not
very
fucking wrong. I have literally gotten a couple hours of sleep, and I have had a very long day.
You did today?
Yeah, I'll tell you about it after the show.
All right.
But I've got Toxic Tuesday coming up here with Nick, so I'm looking forward to that. So Nick, how far out are we now?
52 minutes, and no, that is not me trying to make a DC reference to 52. It's
You
just
sure
a
are.
factual statement.
That's a little longer than I thought, but
Oh, I'm
that's all
sorry.
right.
I kept you guys on. We can
Oh,
run.
No,
dude,
that's
you're
fine.
good, man.
We're gonna wrap it up
I'm
here.
just
You stick
thinking
around. We're gonna
flexibility.
wrap it up here, and then we'll see you guys on the flip side on Toxic Tuesday.
Go watch.
Correctamundo.
Yeah.